Welcome back to Supers Live. It's time for the Wags Custom and Cool Awards. Post race wrap up here at Sandusky Speedway, and breaking records has been something that this guy has been awfully good at ever since he joined Supers long about 2018, and came right out and won his first ever entered race here at Sandusky with Supers. Has swept both nights of competition here at Sandusky on multiple occasions. Ladies and gentlemen, for the all time most Terry Gibson Memorial 100 wins, Dave O. Dave O, you had to do it again tonight like you did last year from the back of the pack, so to speak, and still able to get up through the field and pull off the win here. Lap traffic, not a big deal tonight, but you had a little bit of that. What was the trickiest part of the race for you winning your fifth Terry Gibson Memorial 100?
I'd say the most difficult part for me was not really the race itself, but just the setup of everything here. New house, getting controller shamed by my dad before the race, switching to the wheel at the last second, getting half set up, and then realizing halfway through the race, actually got a sit stand desk here specifically to make the setup as similar to the other house as normal. I moved the desk and didn't move my chair down. Realized that halfway through, so it just kind of felt awkward, and I felt a little off. I have a fresh Momo here, which I don't run at home, so the pedals are a little different to get used to. But yeah, just a battle up front. There was a little bit of a scrap with the lap car early on, and then you and Bobby and Ryan, you were battling hard. Um, Looks like you both he kind of stacked you up, and I had enough of a run where I knew I could get far enough alongside you just to make something try and happen, not just sail it in from who knows how far back. So just kind of got lucky with a few of those passes coming through, but beyond that, lap cars were pretty good. There's a few laps they recognized and recognizing that, but it was tough with the leaderboard and being so spread out. You know, the guys in seventh and eighth would see someone the back of our front three, so they didn't have too good of an indicator, but did a good job.
Were you were you surprised that we didn't have more lap traffic here at Sandusky?
I think given the car count, I kind of expected it to not be too bad. And with how clean the first few laps turned out to be, I didn't hear any big, smashes and bangs. So everyone had a pretty clean car, I'd like to think. So that kind of played into it. 'Cause, you get damage here early, you're off pace, and you're just never quite the same. It just really takes a minute to get back in the rhythm. So I think the car count and just having a fairly clean start did help that out.
Well, Dave, maybe we should have given away a free Supermodified ride if you would have won this. We should have talked to Larry a little bit stronger or harder about maybe getting our champion into a Supermodified to take around Sandusky Speedway, because the guy that finished third tonight to you has done that.
What a lucky guy. Or
Well,
unlucky for the car owner.
Dave, congratulations on your fifth Terry Gibson Memorial win. You're now the all-time winner of this prestigious race, and I know you down through the years you've been able to hear a little bit more about the Gibson family and Sandusky Speedway and real super modified racing. What's the impact that that's had on you, being able to come into this show and knowing that you're racing against guys that have flagged here, have raced here, and have grown up at this racetrack?
Yeah, it's everything I've heard about it. I wasn't familiar with Supers coming in, and it just seems like a great track, great group of guys here, and obviously hearing about Terry and everything like that, I always think about him whenever we come here and run this. But yeah, just a special place, whether it's R Factor or NASCAR Heat or wherever we run Sandusky, it's Sandusky.
Definitely a big, fast joint, and hosts leg one of the real super modified Triple Crown. Dave, congratulations. You're now a guaranteed starter for the Summit Classic 125, and I'm pretty sure you've taken the points lead in the Ohio State 500 series. But no matter what, great accomplishment here tonight at Sandusky Speedway. And again, congratulations from all of us here at Supers.
Thank you. And thanks to all the super sponsors. First Finish Racer, Race on the Top, Breeze Graphics, Hairbag Studios, That's all of them. And obviously, Heat Finder and Mouse for myself.
Well, putting the TMS Wolfpack number 11 at victory lane tonight here at Sandusky. Davo out of Union, Connecticut. Let's talk to your third place finisher, Zach Sears. Boy, you had a good run out here tonight as well, Zach. Starting towards the back as the most recent Ohio State 500 winner, able to come up through the field. Your closest call out there tonight as you worked your way into third place.
I think I had one of the closest calls of them all, I guess, if you want to say that. It's when Dave got underneath you guys. I think Ryan almost chopped my nose off. There wasn't that much lap traffic as I hoped to be to kind of get under you. I was hoping that the lap traffic we had would have at least hold you up for a little bit to the point where I could get underneath you. But I guess I had to hope a little bit harder.
Zach, congratulations on third place here tonight, man. A track where you've sat in a super modified, gone around, and I know it holds a special place in your heart. Your home track, really, here at Sandusky Speedway. How's it feel to put it on the podium?
It feels good. I mean, I just had to get that actual real feel out of the car because it's nothing like it is in real life. You kind of go into the corner harder in the game than you do in real life because you're lifting maybe 5 to 6 car lengths more than you are going in on real life. Because first of all, you got to trust the car. You got to know what the car is going to do before you do that. I know most of the guys that used to race here uh, could drive it in a little bit farther than everybody else, but you kind of have to trust the car, how the car's set up, and you got to trust the driver. And that's one thing. When I went around the track, I did not trust the driver. When we first practiced, the car owner Brian Neubauer got in the car and sadly took the front nose wing off, so I had to go around the track without a front nose wing, which I guess simulated exactly what we felt in NASCAR heat when the car grips up and it kind of just shoots up the track. But yeah, as a race car driver, you had to fight that and hope that you don't try to spin out or anything like that.
Oh, you didn't tonight, and you brought her home on the podium. Congratulations, Zach, maintaining your championship points lead here at as you leave Sandusky.
Yeah, just thanks to the super sponsors, First the Race Servers, Hairbag Studios, Breeze Graphics, Icing on Top, and of course Heat Finder Mod Squad and Dave for helping me drive the car tonight.
He did all right for sure. Let's talk to a guy that had a rough night, his first ever super start, Michael Taylor out of Mexico, New York. Michael, welcome to Supers. Welcome to the broadcast. Welcome to Trial by Fire here this evening. Your thoughts as you leave Sandusky Speedway and your first Supers start, and how frustrating was it to see that black flag come out early in the race?
Oh boy, you're not kidding, Bobby. So unfortunately, had some steering issues through the practice before the live show here. Um, Ended up having something die in my controller possibly, so it took me off the track. I was brought back onto the track. I tried to go high. Unfortunately, I clipped Anthony, um, and that's when I got black flagged. It's very frustrating as a first timer. I don't want to get on anybody's bad side, so we're gonna push through it and get me set up and continue on and make this a good year for Terry.
Well, yeah, that's right, buddy, for Terry. And hey, look at this. You've got an opportunity coming up in just 1 week's time, actually 6 days' time, for a double header at a couple more Ohio bull rings and some tough ones at R Factor. How do you feel about going to Columbus and Lorraine County on the same night for two 100-lap races?
Honestly, I can't wait. Hopefully we can get some setups going and work with good Ryan, possibly even Dave-O. We'll see what happens, and we'll continue to see where we go.
Well, congratulations on getting your first start under your belt. And hopefully things go a little bit better next week as we continue on with the Ohio State 500 series. And again, thanks for being here tonight, Michael.
Absolutely, Bobby. Thank you.
Michael Taylor getting his first super start here tonight. You can do the same thing. All you have to do is go to supers.net, click on the driver info tab, and then you'll learn a little bit more about supers, and you'll learn how you can race your own super modified online. If you'd like to make a donation to help out families like Terry Gibson's, You can go to supers.net, click on the donate tab. Supers raised over $1,000 through the use of meet and greet and grill and chill and the Supers simulator pods at Sandusky Speedway a year after Terry's death, and that money went to his son Ryan. All that money is collected through the Dion Parish Memorial Benevolent Fund for Supermodifieds. Your donations get back to the drivers, teams, and families of real supermodified racing in times of need. Never give up was Dion's attitude, and that was Terry Gibson's attitude as well. We want to give special thanks to our special guest here tonight, Larry Gibson, for coming in to talk a little bit about his brother and about how he's keeping his legacy alive through the Outlaw 350 Supermodified series. And you want to learn more about them, go to outlaw350series.com on the internet. That's outlaw350series.com, and you can learn more about Real Supermodifieds. You can also learn more about Real Supermodifieds right on supers.net. Thank you to First Finish Race Servers, breezegraphics.com, Hairbag Studios. Kevin Timmons doing a great job the last 2 nights, spinning the knobs and turning the dials and pulling his hair out up there in Baldwinsville, New York, as our video producer. Also, Icings on Top, specialty cakes for all occasions, and proud sponsor of the Supers Rookie of the Year Award and the Supers Triple Crown of Supermodified Sim Racing. Gridfinder.com. Find your place on the grid and become a Gridfinder approved sim racing league just like Supers. Burger Smokehouse, simple family traditions since 1927. On the web at smokehouse.com. WAG's Custom and Cool Awards, making Dave-O look cool in Victory Lane here tonight at Sandusky. BMK Logistics, getting you your Amazon products in speedy delivery style in upstate New York, Buffalo, and now Albany. We also want to say thanks to all of you for tuning in tonight. Remember, you can race your own Supermodified online. You can join us and do that. You can also become a presenting sponsor of any race here on the Supers 20th anniversary schedule. If you'd like to do that, shoot us an email at info@supers.net. Until our next broadcast, which hopefully will be our midseason championship in 2 weeks' time. We'll see if birthday boy Kevin Timmons can pull himself away from the family to turn on the monitor and let her rip. But if not, we'll still be racing. You can tune in next week, and you can go to Supers Live, or you can also watch live timing and scoring. Might not have a video broadcast, but you can still keep up with your favorite Supers racers when you go to Supers Live. Ohio State 500 races 3 and 4 at Columbus Motor Speedway, Lorain County. Doubleheader, 100 laps each next Tuesday night. And then we're at the midseason championship at Oswego Speedway, a big double points show, 100 laps on tap for the virtual Supermodifieds. We hope that you'll be able to join us at one of those events and learn more about Supermodified racing and the original Supermodified sim racing sanction. Thanks to all of you, and thanks to Terry Gibson for reminding us how to keep it wing side up and wheels to the ground.
Someone you love, and if you're going through it, I say do it with someone you love. I've been around a long time, in and out of love, but if you're gonna do it, I say do it with someone you love. Come on, do it.